I got on a plane in 1992 to go to our headquarters in Washington, D.C., and my seat happened to be next to our Deputy Commanding General. He's a Brigadier General in the United States Army. I noticed he was reading a book that said United States Marine Corps on the spine, so I asked him about it, and he introduced me to a series of books by a man named Webb Griffin, an Alabamian who lives down in Fairhope, Alabama, called The Corps. I devoured these books. When I got to book number 2 and got to the end of the book, there was a postscript that said that 9 U.S. Marines had been mistakenly left behind on Macon Island after the Macon raid in August of '42. Well, I was intrigued. I'd been to Kwajalein. I'm a historian by nature, and I'd read all the plaques and read all the information, didn't know anything about these Marines being on Kwajalein. So I began a quest when I got back from my trip to find out more about this. So the first phone call I made was to my dad. He was a Marine in Korea in the 1st Marine Division. Asked him about these Marine raiders that were executed on Kwajalein. He didn't know anything about that, but he knew all about the raiders. So I continued to research, and I received a call one day in my office, and this man said, "I'm looking for Jack Miller." I said, "This is Jack Miller." He says, "Well, who the hell are you?" Being the nice guy I am, I said, "Well, who the hell are you?" He said, "My name's Ben Carson, and by God, I was on the Macon raid, and I want to know why you're asking all these questions." Well, I was stunned, absolutely stunned. A Marine raider on the phone. As the conversation progressed, I was finally able to tell him, I said, "Mr. Carson," I said, "I've been to Kwajalein many times. There's no marker, there's no history, oral or written, about this event. And I need to find out if it's true." "By God, I was there. I'm telling you it was true." I said, "Well, I understand you're saying that, but I got to have facts. I have to have facts because I want to take it to the Army, and I want to have a memorial placed on the island for these men." Well, he got very quiet. And finally he said, "Miller, I like the way you think. What can I do?" That was in 1992. And Ben and I worked for 11 years. I will never forget the moment they pulled the flag back off of the monument so that everybody could see the plaque for the first time. On the video I was shooting, all you could hear me say was, "I'm done." Not very profound, but very true. There's a great picture of Ben Carson and I. We're shaking hands across that memorial. It was a terrific moment.